What's up, people?
Hey,
It's the Monday Night Special, the review show with yours truly, Talitha Kume, and my baby Big Bobby B, brought to you by Food for the Soul Media Group here on Vegas Hype Media on Fremont. Shout out to Quan, keeping us live on FB, YouTube, and the Mixler app at Vegas Hype Media. And we are live on our FB page as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, you guys know the deal. Basically, we got a lot of stuff to say about a lot of stuff. Some stuff you may want to get in on, some stuff you may not give a damn about.
For
Some
the most
stuff
part.
you may not know about, but we're talking about it on the Monday Night Special, The Review. And my disclaimer, as always, these are our opinions. They are not fact, just our opinion. If you guys want to weigh in, you can hit us up at 702-608-3259. Is that correct? 702-608-3259. You guys, and we got a great show for you tonight, but I just wanted to check in with my baby, see how he's doing, because I haven't seen you all day.
I know, man. It's man, feels like today's been like 2 days long.
Man, you know?
I've been good. I've been busy today.
Yeah.
Couple boxes knocked out. Almost knocked out this Prince box that I'm working on today.
Okay.
Past couple days.
Yeah.
And I drew a picture of Prince
Wow.
on the inside, and then I made copies of it
Mhm.
and printed it several times on the inside of the box.
Oh, okay, so it's
So-
going to be like on each corner of the box,
It's
or each
yeah,
side
every
of the
side
box,
of the
rather?
box. So it's
Okay.
gonna be Prince in the box, and it's a perfectly square box, 7 by 7 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna sit on feet, and it's gonna have right now it has like 4 bracelets and 4 necklaces in it,
Okay.
and I think I'm gonna stop there.
Yeah.
It's kind of excessive, but
Yeah.
that's where I've been. That's how I've been today. How have you been? How was your day?
Man, it's been rough. I was really, really busy at work. And not feeling the best. I think this acid reflux, and I think I'm not able to drink coffee,
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
coffee or lemonade or whatever it is.
Peaches,
It's
all
just
that
making,
stuff
I
bad for
don't
you.
know,
You can't
but
have
it's just,
air.
shut up. It just
Right.
making me feel real, real bad. Anyway, but yeah, so I am ready to go ahead and get started though. So I'm feeling
yeah.
all right. So first, I want to talk about this article I found about this homeless woman, right?
Man.
So I was reading, I forgot what I was reading because I read so many different things, just kind of trying to find out interesting news for us to talk about, right? So this homeless woman in Oregon died while more than $800,000 of inheritance funds remained in a state bank. I'm sorry. And so the report said that Boone's mother died in 2016, and her mother's estate tried to contact her multiple times, but they failed. And the article said that her father told them that it was hard to get through to her because in her adult life she had turned to drugs, and so he kind of based the reason why they couldn't get in contact with her or whatever, and why she became homeless was
Yeah.
because she had gotten on drugs. But it said also that her mom had died, and when her mom died she relapsed. So
right.
she's out there homeless,
Mhm.
wandering around, and then she dies, and then they find out that she had all of this
Almost $1 million.
money.
That's crazy.
Is that crazy?
That is wild. I thought that article was weird because it said that she relapsed after her mom died.
Yeah.
How she know?
Well, I don't
Can
know.
you call out them numbers again? The call
Yeah.
number so we can have a caller call in a minute.
Yeah, and maybe say that. So call number again 702-608-3259. So in 2016, after her mother died, she relapsed, started using drugs again.
That's a number.
Adding that Boone was not in contact. Okay, so they said that she was not in contact with the family after the mom died. So she had gone back out there, I guess.
And then the mom died,
And then the mom died, and so
bender,
she
right.
had that money. So if she would have been home,
Yeah.
she would have known that her mom or whatever they left that money for her. But
That's all
because she
bad.
wasn't
Like, can
home.
you
Yeah.
imagine? Like, okay, so say she did get that $500,000,
Yeah.
or that almost $1,000,000, $800,000, right before she went back out on that bender.
Yeah.
Would that have ended up in her arm?
Wow.
Like, was this better that she didn't get that WAP?
I don't.
Hey, this is bad. This story here is strange, and I bet you there's a million stories like that, especially here in Vegas with the population.
Yeah, it probably is, and I'm just saying, I feel bad because it could have changed her life though. Like we don't know. You
So
know
you
what
think
I'm saying?
money
Like,
would have
I don't
changed?
know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say, but I'm just saying that.
Because honestly, thinking about somebody who has $800,000 in a estate that they're able to leave to somebody, their life couldn't have been that terrible.
Right.
Like the drugs couldn't have been an escape for not having money.
You think?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
not a
that's kind
money
of like
thing with her.
almost like the haves and have-nots, I guess. If anybody's watched that, and how the son is, their family is wealthy, but he's still
That's what I'm
just
saying. It wasn't the
binging
money
out
that
on
made him.
drugs.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have
So
mattered to her probably like that. No way.
yeah. So I guess it's just unbelievable for people like us who
Yeah.
who don't see
Suck,
money
yo.
like that. So we're like,
Right.
dude, what? So I'm homeless and I didn't even get a chance to touch that money.
You
So
read
I
that
think that
number
it's
so fast.
I read the number fast.
So fast. I'm
I'm
sorry, but we just
trying.
got to get it because we got people who want to call today.
702
Uh-huh.
608
Yep.
3259.
608 3259.
702 608 3259. And so we would like for you guys to weigh in when we start talking about something. Don't just call in and just to call, because
Right.
we want to
Wait a
talk
minute.
about.
Wait for us to get into it.
We want to talk about what we want to talk about and see if you have something to add to the conversation.
Yeah.
Right. So the next topic that we are on, you found this. So I want you to go in on this topic because I didn't know anything about it.
Was it the Trump suspension?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got suspended from Facebook for 2 years. Right. But I only heard this on NPR.
Okay.
And he was suspended from Twitter for life. I'm tripping out on this. I never would have thought that this would be the conversation that we would be having as grown-ups.
Yeah.
Presidents being suspended from social networks and all that type craziness.
Right. It's
a clown show. This whole world is turned into the age of the Joker.
Yeah.
And this dude is trying to start his own network, and I dig it. I think he should start his own network.
Did it say that? Or
he started a blog, and the blog failed. He started a blog, and it lasted for 1 month. And then it didn't work.
Okay.
But I think that it may have worked, and maybe they just went underground.
Maybe so.
That's what I would do.
Maybe
he's a brilliant dude, even if he's not himself. His connections are.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy, so he shouldn't have any problem getting a social network up. If they're able to ban him for life, he can do something, man. It's not. They don't have bars on it like that, do they?
And that I don't know, but the crazy part about that is so many people hate on this man, and him being quiet is not a good sign.
No, that's the scariest thing ever, because he's always ran his mouth.
It's not a good sign. Right. So him being quiet and we're over here like, hey, yeah, he's out of office. All right. You don't know what he's doing behind the scenes.
He's doing something bigger than that.
And he's not talking about it.
Right.
So that's kind of scary. I would have rather, just like we always say, I'd rather know who my enemies are. Put your Confederate flags out. Do whatever you got to do so I can see you. Boom,
yes,
boom.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Versus being subtle and underground. So now when you come out, we don't know what the hell's finna happen.
Secrets.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could be getting together a whole army for all we know. We don't know because he's not talking no more, or we can't see him talking.
Yeah.
Or read between the lines or anything. So that's scary to me.
Yeah, it is, man.
That's scary to me.
There's got to be some good literature about that type of character. Somebody who's really trumped up things, made things really big, and made things outrageous, and then came back super silent as a hero or something of that nature.
And we don't know because think about it. Even the January the 6th, everything that happened, none of those people are really saying anything either. We haven't heard the storming of the Capitol. You know,
haven't they most of those people been in prison?
I don't know. They have not. What? They've been where?
I thought they put them all in prison.
Okay. Wow. I don't even know. I don't know what TV you know what, you don't watch TV, so you don't know. You're being funny. So I'm saying that they're not saying anything either. So nobody's saying anything.
They're quiet.
They were so angry, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Trump got everybody to storm the Capitol." So now these stormers, these people, where are they? What are they saying? What? Ain't nobody posting nothing,
man.
So to me,
they're all at the Home Depot.
Y'all better. They're out the Home Depot getting all kind of ropes and stuff like that. Man, hell yeah.
Preppers, man. What? I'm telling you.
What is you talking about, y'all? So that's crazy, you guys. Also, I want to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement because this is contradictory to that. But
is it?
Well, you know what? Hey,
seems like the same organization.
Let me tell you. So the BLM and the BLM St. Paul founder who quit says Black Lives Matter is racist against Black children over charter schools. So the founder of a Black Lives Matter chapter in St. Paul, Minnesota, said the left-wing organization engages in a form of racism because it opposes school choice. Rashard Turner, who left Black Lives Matter, released a video on May 26, saying he learned the ugly truth about the group and how they operate, and claimed that they had little concern for rebuilding Black families, and they cared even less about improving the quality of education for students in Minneapolis. And then on an interview on June the 2nd on Fox News, he said Black Lives Matter publicly signaled opposition to charter schools, which according to him was a direct attack on Black families and on Black children. What say you?
Based on what?
Based on, I guess what he's saying, it sounds like what he's saying is that the charter school system is, it was put out there for the ability for families to be able to choose to put their children in a different type
and
of
like
school.
a more control, less controlled environment, more controlled environment,
right, instead of being in a public school.
Right.
And so I guess they're opposed to that, saying that, maybe that's not what they want, and they want to be able to have the children in public schools, which to me, I can understand the philosophy of them because public schools are controlled.
And they're teaching public.
Public schools are controlled, and these private schools. So if I'm in a charter school and it's say me and you start a charter school, then all I'm doing is basically, if I'm running off of private funding or whatever, I can teach whatever I want to teach.
Right.
I really don't have to go with the school board system of whatever city I'm in or whatever state I'm in. And so, yeah, BLM, you're controlling the narrative now. So you don't want kids to have freedom of thought.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't want kids to have freedom of thought. You want to teach them whatever it is you're going to teach them. So I can agree with you. It's almost no different. If you're talking about Trump, talk about them too.
Right. Anything federal, you got to have a controlled curriculum.
Yeah.
Church, school, anything.
And so I can see that, but it's a lot of stuff that's been going on with BLM where everybody was all like, oh my God, BLM. And I've always said, because I'm not a hater of my own self, Black lives do matter. Right. But that movement was a little bit shaky to me from the very beginning. So I just thought
it was always kind of wacky when they painted it on the streets.
Yeah, I was like,
this is a game. This is all for jokes.
Yeah, I wasn't stressing, and I wasn't out there waving flags and everything, although I do believe that our lives matter. I just wasn't into that because I just didn't know enough about it. And then when I did the research, I'm like, okay, so I'm doing the research, and some of the stuff even on their website was kind of shaky to me. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So about that, y'all. We'll continue to watch that.
We're gonna watch that as we're gonna watch Monique's mess and how that's gonna transpire in the next couple weeks.
Gosh, I don't even know if we have time to talk about.
But we're gonna talk a little bit about this because this here bothers me now.
I
we
completely
get it. Let's get it. We ain't gonna get to the third page of these notes. We're gonna be talking about this one.
Oh gosh, Bobby.
No, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, you go ahead and go. You this is your mess.
Oh man.
Nah, because you
okay.
Give it to him.
Now, this is what I want to know, guys. Everybody's up in arms about this. Whatever Monique said about bonnets and calling everybody my sweet baby and sweet princess and queen and all these other sweet words she was saying. Monique, what kind of leverage do you have or ground do you have to stand on to tell somebody what they can and cannot wear in public? Who the hell are you? You're not Michelle Obama or Tracy Ellis Ross, who we've always looked at in the upstanding view. You're Precious's mama, the one who slept and raped Precious. You know what I'm saying? You're Nikki Parker to us.
Okay.
You're the one who dated, who was chasing your cousin and beat up your cousin on
his brother,
Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, or your brother.
Yeah.
To us, we don't see anything else. So how do you have any leverage to talk about what somebody wears in public whenever your art form perpetuates that type of idea to me and other people who have argued with you on this statement?
Yeah. I'm totally opposed to Bobby. So that's why I said we gonna go toe to toe on this one.
Yep.
I'm totally opposed because last week, if you guys got a chance to catch our show, I was talking about a specific picture that I posted of myself on Facebook because I'm trying to be all like inspire myself 15 to 50 because I'm about to be 50 years old, right? And so a friend of mine, she came to me and she was like, hey, I don't think that was cool or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, you don't think it's cool? Maybe other people don't. And so I put it on Facebook and I asked people what they thought. And so my family, including, my husband, was like, okay, well, I feel like she was being super judgmental in talking to you about what you wear because pretty much she should have minded her own damn business, right? Because I didn't ask her for her opinion. I put it out there and whatever. But at the end of the day, even though I did not agree with her, I felt like she had every right to come to me and give me her opinion. That's my friend. I trust her. I'm accountable to her. And so because I've made myself accountable to her, I had no problem with her coming to me. And even though we disagreed and we kept it moving. So because like Tammy Roman was saying, I'm a grown woman. I can do what I want to do, whether I'm a believer or not. I can do what I want to do at the end of the day. And so for me, I didn't have a problem with what Monique said. I feel like, Bobby feels like it came out of a place of judgment. I felt like it came out of a place of her just saying, you know what? I'm tired of seeing these girls looking like
Then
this
stay in the house.
because it perpetuates the stereotype even more. Like hers is an art form, but they're actually doing it in reality. That's the same thing you can say about rappers. So I'm rapping and I'm talking about and I'm talking about shooting up people and killing people, and these kids is out here doing it for real. So sometimes you got to
same talk to rappers.
Right. So sometimes
change your art form.
So sometimes you have to have you have to lead by example, of course. But what I'm saying is that people don't know her because you don't follow her like some of the women do. And I've followed her since before she was on the Parkers and a Moesha. Right. I followed her when she was a comedian just starting out. And I remember her always keeping herself up, being a big woman, always talking about the fact she was a big woman. You got to keep yourself up. You got to smell good, all this other kind of stuff. So she's always carried herself to me in a way of somebody who was careful about how she presented herself because of the stigma of the fact that she was fat.
Right.
So she's like, okay, I'm a fat girl. So people looking at me are automatically going to feel some type of way because I'm fat or I'm big. So I got to keep myself up and keep myself presentable so people can look at me in a different light. Because if I'm a fat girl and I look sloppy all the time, then people are like, oh, dang, fat girl, she's sloppy.
Right.
All fat girls are sloppy. So she was trying to put a different spin on the fact that, babe, you can be, and she's always said sweetie and all that stuff, you can be big and you don't have to look sloppy. So I think that she started that very early on. If you don't remember, and you probably don't,
I remember all her
that big girl movement came from Monique.
Right, Monique is a trendsetter. I'll give her that. She started a lot of things, and I think
even the movie The Fat Girls, when she came out and PHAT, and she did the whole movie about her weight and her image, and it was really touching for people who struggle with their weight.
Right.
So for her to come on and say that, as she said, like an auntie, I had no problem with it. I'm like, for me, everybody is getting so touchy about every damn thing. That's why I said I didn't get touchy about my friend saying that. I was like, okay, well, you feel this way. Do other people feel this way? Oh, you do? Okay, well, if you feel this way, then I'll go ahead. Majority rules. I'm gonna take it down. Which I took the picture down, you guys. So I took the picture down. I put another picture up there. But it's neither here nor there because I'm still celebrating myself. Yeah. But at the end of the day, why are we so offended about every damn thing?
That's the world we're in.
Why are we
Everybody
so offended?
And
even if I'm, because you and I have been places where we see men showing all of their underwear. That stuff is not cute. It's disgusting looking.
Nasty.
Or whatever. Right. So sometimes you want to say that. You want to look at him. I don't give a damn what color he is. White, Asian, Hispanic, black. Man, dude, can you pull your pants up and have some respect for yourself?
Yeah, but
that's my opinion.
I'll say it just like that, though. I'm not going to say it with some soft, sweet, hey, kings, I want you to know that you're kings and that, you got to pull your pants up, kings, but that was my sweet babies and all that. Ain't how she talks normally. That's not how we hear her.
No,
we hear her sounding like Monique. So if you're going to say something in the form of correction, say that shit like you say it.
Yeah.
Don't soft shoe around it thinking that you're going to get the respect because you said it softy and churchy.
Right.
Nobody's hearing that because it's not true. That's not truly how she says things. I'm talking about for me, like us who just kind of lightly see her. We don't see her hard like you do.
Yeah.
We see from we skim the top.
Right.
And the top that we get to skim hasn't been anything upstanding. She's not.
And somebody brought up the fact that, and I remembered that Monique actually had a reality show. And I want to say it was 1 season or 2 seasons. And it was called Charm School. Yeah. So she's been on this. It's not something new to y'all.
Why didn't she lead in with that? That's what I'm saying. Lead in with all of that idea.
But I'm saying.
So that way you can have a leg to stand on.
But why you have to bring up, I don't have to come on here and say, hey, you guys, it's your girl, Monique, from Charm School.
No, that's not what I'm saying. So, I'm saying if Charm School is what you want to teach people, then more of your art form needs to be Charm School. Like when you see Melissa McCarthy, you just naturally assume that she was an orphan.
Yeah.
Naturally assume that she was a mean ass orphan that got like in a lot of fights and robbed people because all her movies seem to follow that same kind of narrative.
Of course.
So looking at Monique, it's like I know about from the little that we see of her.
Yeah.
As like I said, people who just skim the top, we don't get to see enough for her to make those kind of statements.
Yeah, so
from that type of standpoint.
Okay, and so we talked about the fact that if that was her objective to be kind of controversial or whatever, then people can look her up and then they can see the fact that she always been about representation of herself.
Right.
Well, and she's always been about the Charm School type of thing. So if they looked it up, they would have seen, oh, like who is this to be trying to tell me what to do? Okay, well, look her up. So once you look her up, now you're like, oh, okay. All right. And so now maybe you might take some of those words back because at the end of the day, bonnets in public, they look dumb to me too.
They don't look dumb to
so
me.
they
if
look
cute.
they
like
look dumb.
If you look like she did on Precious, you don't need to wear no bonnet in public.
Well, so I'm saying
I get
it. My personal opinion is that bonnets, slippers like house shoes, pajamas, like we saw how, people in Walmart, first it was Club Walmart where people was coming in there, tight dresses, this and that or whatever, either coming from the club, going to the club. Now it's a slumber party Walmart, and then my thing, where everybody's coming and doing that.
Why does it even matter? Like, dude, Monique, the pressure that women naturally have on them already.
Yeah.
And then, it's like, it takes a lot to get up and go do something.
Right.
So if I'm already like in this attire and I need to just go get something real quick, let me just go do that. Why are you worried about it?
Yeah.
And if I'm flying and I got my blanket wrapped around me, I'm flying and I got my blanket wrapped around me. You don't have to sit in the seat with me. You didn't buy this ticket. Worry about your business.
Right.
If you feel like somebody's offended about my business, then you go take that up with those people that might be offended about my business. If not, get out of here.
Yeah, but the same thing applies. So let's
they
go
with her. Like if they're walking with her,
but I'm saying let's go back to 2012 or 13. I don't remember when you and I had the same conversation about when did men or black men and women stop caring about how they looked. We had the same exact conversation.
Right.
Why did you care? Because you were talking about how in the movies, how it always showed, back in the civil rights era where the black men and women, where they were having on suits and the women had dresses or whatever, even just going out to the cafe or whatever, they were always dressed because it was a symbol of pride showing how they looked. And then when Jadinda, whatever his name is, the artist came out, he was like, okay, I want to bring that sexy back in black men. I want men to be in suits and different things like that. So it's all about.
But it's all perspective because like he thought he was bringing it back. But if he would have walked to the other side of the street, he would have saw that men were already doing that. You're not bringing anything back. You're just doing something around your own perspective.
Yeah,
you're making yourself feel good by saying, I am doing this for everybody else. If it was about everybody else, it would naturally be about everybody else and you wouldn't be saying anything.
Okay, but we saw that. So what's the difference then?
Because the other side of the street, men were wearing suits. I was wearing suits every day.
But I'm talking I'm talking about the conversation you and I had because you felt the same way. Why are men not wearing suits? Or why do you?
Well, I can tell you.
Why do none of your friends own a suit? It's the same thing.
Right.
She's saying, "Hey, look here, my babies."
It's just misinformation and misguiding. It's mistraining.
How?
So men not training men how to wear suits, but not come. But right, she had a good point. But coming from her is what I was saying. Nobody wants to hear that coming from you. You don't have that leg to stand on. This is what I said in the beginning of the conversation.
It doesn't matter who it comes from, though. Okay. It doesn't matter who it comes from. The same thing that
I'm saying for the rebuttal that she received. That's the reason why nobody wants to hear it coming from you.
One of my people said on Facebook that she just said what a lot of us felt, right?
Right.
And so one of my friends was saying about, if we had those grandmas, those memas, those women that are out here that are telling us and guiding us in the right direction, then maybe they wouldn't be out in the bonnets and different things like that. And so whether it's her, whether it was Steve Harvey, whether it was that stupid dude, Lemuel Samuel, whatever the heck that dude is that be talking about women all the damn time, whoever it was, if you said something that made sense to a majority of people, which it does, because we don't see a majority of people in bonnets,
right?
Which means that the majority of the people probably don't do that,
right? I think what it was, she was offended. She saw some chick that looked better than her in public, had a little bit more smack, had the bonnet on, and she's like, I don't like this. I'm fixing the top back. She went back in her feelings.
Okay.
Guarantee you.
I disagree. But anyway, so
we can find other things to talk about.
Yeah, we can. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I feel like she really was just expressing her opinion, just like we are. And she was like, hey, y'all babies, take some more pride in yourself. And then people just ragged on her and everybody want to cancel her now when they already canceled her from the last time she was talking about Netflix and all that kind of stuff.
She got on Netflix crying about not getting the money that a funny comedian was getting. Like, dude, you haven't put in the work to get what they're getting, dude.
She is funny.
To everybody else.
She was on the Queens of Comedy. What are you talking about? That Steve Harvey and all them came up from the same thing.
How many things?
It don't matter.
Like he brought up Lakeith Stanfield.
It don't matter.
Lakeith Stanfield's done already 100 movies already.
Okay.
And he's been acting for 2 years.
Okay.
He got a catalog. He can say some stuff.
Yeah, he can. And he just played a snitch. So is that gonna ruin his career? We don't know.
No, because his bounce back game is retarded.
Well,
he did
we don't know.
on Netflix after that. He's good.
But I'm saying so her thing was you got Amy Schumer who's funny. Are they the same funny? Funny whatever. What's the difference?
Amy Schumer's a real cat.
I'm saying Amy Schumer, but I'm saying Amy Schumer came out.
This one
so
out.
come on.
She should have left this one out.
Anyway, so
let's talk about this restaurant.
Yeah, we're gonna disagree on that. So this
for sure.
We are gonna disagree on that. So the last place that we went to eat.
Yeah.
Was it a yay or a nay? We're talking about Pops.
You talking about
restaurant.
Pops?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there twice now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say Pops is a funny experience. Like pretty much every time we go.
Where is the Pop? Where is that?
It's on the corner of Decatur and some other street by McDonald's.
Because we don't know. We're still just new to this.
Yeah, new to it. But I'll tell you what, man. What we saw last time we were out there.
Alta Drive.
Alta. Okay.
That's it. Okay,
Alta.
boom.
See? Klein showed us. Alta.
Where are they from?
Alta.
New York?
Born and raised in Vegas.
Where are they from?
The Pops.
Oh, no, Philly.
Philly.
They have such a Philly attitude over there too, man. It's just real,
real like.
Yo, what do you want? You get grinder on my grinder. I was like, all right. Yeah, let me get the breakfast. And he's like, we don't have breakfast. I was like, oh, what? So I ended up having about like a $12 sandwich. And as I got that, we ordered our sandwich. We went and sat down, and two dudes was fighting over a guitar across the street, running back and forth.
No, that dude stole that man's guitar.
Took his guitar and took out running across the street. That mess is hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, I can't sit on this corner no more, man. They about to start shooting or something.
It was crazy. And so that was the second time we saw something kind of crazy at Pops.
Yeah.
Because what we did was we go like after I get off work from my other job that I have, we go there and we're like, we're just gonna sit down and have an experience and have a little date night. And so I don't know if we're gonna sit on the corner anymore.
No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I'll sit in the car though.
Okay, but I was saying the thing is that I don't want to go all the way home and try and carry that food home and think it's gonna taste the same.
It won't last.
Right.
We're not that far from there.
We're not far, but I don't think it'll have the same taste because it's good eating it right when they fix it versus trying to take it home.
I don't know if it's a McDonald's fry situation. I think they might be all right to last at least 20 minutes.
Maybe.
I'm sure they deliver.
Klein is saying yes.
Yeah, he said,
okay.
I'm going.
So maybe we'll go and then we'll take it back home.
Yep.
But the experience alone, as long as I don't feel really, really threatened, like it's dangerous, I like sitting out there and seeing out,
it's
seeing
cool.
all the stuff that's going on. Because it reminds you of the olden days to me.
What happened the first time we
went? I don't remember what happened. I know that we were sitting there just kind of nervous. We were just kind of looking around the whole time, just cars parking and revving up and
all that
racing and stuff, just doing too much on that little corner right there. So it was just
it's a
different.
Lot. I like it.
And then people passing by, that one car I think made a U-turn. He did something real crazy.
And he came back by the McDonald's and set there.
Right, he didn't have no lights on. Like, is he finna do drive by? Like, what's going on? So yeah, it was different. But as far as the food, 1 to 5.
Pops gets a 5.
Okay.
I mean, it's just delicious food.
It was.
I don't think I don't like is. I don't think I was a fan of the cheese sticks.
Nah, I love the cheese sticks,
and
so we went twice, and so we'll have to go a third time just to make sure.
I want to try the mushroom.
That our 5 stands because I would give them a 5 too. I thought it was really, really good. Customer service was okay, you know what I'm saying.
Customer service is like Philly, man.
It's a dive, yeah. They just like, hey, well, what you want?
Don't have any reason to be nice to you.
Yeah, they're like, what you order?
Money, and that's it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's great.
They're not gonna call you precious babies.
No, none of that.
Baby, what you want? They're not gonna do none of that.
None of that. None of that.
You silly Bobby. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, you are listening to Monday Night Special, The Review, and we will be right back.
You wrote the and out all long.
Happy Natural Pomade is especially helpful in managing, maintaining, and supporting growth of curly, coily, natural hair and hair that is dry, coarse, chemically treated, or in need of nurturing and strengthening. Happy Natural Body Cream nourishes, moisturizes, and replenishes skin, leaving it hydrated and silky smooth. Our healthy, all-natural products are all about letting you nurture your hair and skin affordably while still giving you the look, feel, and manageability you want. We're so excited for you to experience Happy. I am happy. Are you? Go to www.haapiproducts.com, happyproducts.com, or email us at info@happyproducts.com. And we are back. If you just joined us, this is Monday Night Special, The Review by Food for the Soul with me, Talitha Kume, and my baby, Big Bobby B, on Vegas Hype Media, you guys. So we are talking about stuff. And if you want to talk about it with us, leave us a comment in the comment section or call us at 702-608-3255. 1.59. And so we're going to get into some Vegas news for you guys. And I just had, I think I found one article for that.
This Vegas news. Governor Sisolak is banning schools from using racially discriminatory mascots and the sundown sirens that were once used to tell Native Americans to leave town.
Right.
He's banning those.
And so the crazy part was when we saw this article, we never heard of this, right? So never. I'm like, what is this?
And I'm sure we've heard these sirens.
Yeah.
But we just never even thought about what that was outside of them saying it was a tornado warning siren.
Right. And so historically, many small towns in the United States used blasts from a daily siren in the late afternoon to signal that people of color needed to get out of the town before darkness fell.
Right.
In the South, the target was primarily African Americans, while in the West, it was Native Americans who were being warned to leave town before sunset. Enforcement of this racist policy caused untold violence. Beatings were common, and people were murdered for resisting the siren call of discrimination. And so what's going on, the reason why governor did that was because in Minden, Gardenville, somewhere out here in Nevada, they are the governor or the town manager, he is still doing the siren, right? But he's saying that the siren, he's doing it at 12 noon and at 6 p.m., but he's saying that it is to commemorate first responders in accordance with the town's ordinance. But Governor Sisolak is like, man, dude, just get rid of the sirens. But he's like, no, I just this. And so what the beef is that Native Americans who remember that, or kids whose parents told them about that, they're like, dude, y'all know what this is, man. Kill this and stop trying to make it be something else other than what it is. And so when we looked up some of the towns, Ferguson was one of the towns.
Vienna.
And who?
Vienna.
What did you say? Not Vienna.
That's one of them. That's one of the top ones. Vidor, Texas.
Vidor.
Anna, Illinois. Illinois is like number one.
And so they're still doing it.
Yeah.
In 2021.
Right.
Are you serious?
Yes.
In 2021. And so the governor is, I mean, a lot of stuff can be said about Governor Sisolak, but at the end of the day, I feel like he really is trying to care about his state.
Right.
Period. He's just trying, he's trying to do some things. Some things might not be positive. Some things people are like, I think you should have made
it.
I think you should have made a better decision or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's trying to right some wrong. So I appreciate him for that. I respect him for that. And the same thing goes for Governor Abbott, whether y'all want to call him Hot Wheels, Track Wheels, whatever y'all call him.
Some of the things, Track Wheels now?
I don't know. Some of the things that he's doing, of course, seem to be racist to us African American people. But at the end of the day, he's protecting some of your freedums on the cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you got to take the good with the bad to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you racist, but you didn't, now we're not having to do a, you don't have to do a vaccine card or anything like that or whatever. He's opened up the state 100%. He's letting people get back to work. He's letting people make money. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's taking away that $300, he's trying to tell people, hey, get off your butt and get a job. And that doesn't bother me. But I'm saying with the siren thing, not sure if he would do something like that, Not sure if he would do that.
They still got him going to Lancaster every first Wednesday. And they're trying to call it
the tornado sirens. They call it the test. Yeah. Tornado test.
I'm like, if a tornado's coming, what I need that loud alarm to let me know it's coming for? If it's gonna come get my house, it's gonna come get my house.
Well, you're supposed to take cover so that it won't take you, Bobby.
Right. After all those Wednesdays of hearing it, now I'm kind of desensitized to moving for the tornado siren. I'm just gonna do what I want to do.
Well, we found out in doing further research though that this is the Green Book, which we haven't seen, and me and Bobby, we pass by it all the time.
Didn't we watch like 5 minutes of that?
No, we haven't. We haven't at all. Because every time I try and watch it, you're like, no, I don't want to watch it.
Nah, I watched about 20 minutes of that movie.
Well, you watched it on your own.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch it. I just saw previews of it. And so now we have to watch it because it's based on that sundown rule. It was a book that African Americans had. It was a traveler's book that told them what cities that they should not go to and what cities were safe for them. So that's what the movie's about. So now it's interesting to me. Now I want to see it.
Let's sidebar.
Even though I like
if we found a Green Book at a Goodwill, say, here in Las Vegas, they would put one of those big-ass annoying stickers on it with the little cut in the middle to let you know that it's ruined. Yeah. No, I'm playing. That's their price tags, and they put those on like antiques, and you can't get them off.
Yeah.
And they definitely ruin the product. So
it's rough.
if you Goodwill cats are hearing that, stop it. Change your sticker system because you're ruining antiques.
Please. But it doesn't matter. If we found that, man, that would be so dope.
It wouldn't be dope if that sticker's on it. It would be absolutely worthless then.
Well, you just peel the sticker out. Figure it out. You're an artist. Or draw on it. Draw a happy face on it. Or
on a green book.
A sun or something.
Draw a happy face on a green book.
Whatever, Bobby. You know what I'm saying. So I want to talk about what's going on in world news, right? So I saw an article, and I just took the title because it was so interesting to me. It said that there's a Facebook whistleblower. So I guess we got a lot of these people out here that are just kind of spying on people's pages, for whatever reason, shutting people's pages down, whatever they're doing. But this particular person, he leaked a vaccine hesitancy censorship document. So what he is saying, he leaked documents that appear to expose that the tech giants, which are Facebook, Instagram, whatever else we look at, they're trying to censor the content that shows COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy. Do you understand me? Do you understand what I just said? So what I said was, he leaked documents where there are more people who are hesitant in getting the vaccine, but we're NPR, not seeing that. What we are seeing is everybody's getting it. Come to the BET Awards because we all finna be vaccinated up in this. What? Yeah. So he's saying that there are more people who are like, nah, dog, I'm good. Right. I'm good. I don't want to take this. It just doesn't
make sense, man.
And so I thought that was very interesting because nobody's going to report that on regular news. They're not going. They're not going to let us know that. They're just trying to tell us to get this vaccine for what I don't know.
That doesn't get the money. Yeah. If you put that out there, it ruins the money of the church.
And if you don't stop talking about my church.
I'm not talking about your church. I'm saying it ruins the money
of what church?
Like
what? What is you talking about?
Where you can't get money for your whatever you feel like you need to get it for.
Okay.
It's ruined now because of that.
Well, I feel different, and so we're not going to, because we'll be arguing about that too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was just interesting to know that now we're reporting it because we got it from this person, and I believe it's absolutely true that there are more people who just don't want to get the vaccine. They're not going to get the vaccine.
And a lot of people are waiting. I've been hearing a lot of people just waiting for it to not be so trial.
And you can't, you can't make them feel some type of way.
Right.
It's just that simple. So unless it's mandatory for, like, right now, it's the same as children. We were talking about when I was younger, I had to get the measles shot, I believe. I don't remember if I had to get the flu shot when I was younger, though.
Smallpox, too.
And I had to get... I'm
playing.
Did you just say smallpox? Oh, I was gonna call you something all on the air. You hear me? I am not that old, Bobby.
Spanish flu, dude.
Shut up. Okay. All right. Anyway, he's doing the most. So we're not going to talk about him and his era. We're not even we are not going to go there anyway.
Right.
So I remember having to get the TB shot, I think.
Yep, had to get that.
And so now in this era, so I guess this vaccine is going to be that you got to get this for you to be able.
Shot.
Yeah.
Every year you got to get one.
No, you don't have to get one. They say you should get one, but you don't have to get a flu shot every year.
But they're going to make that, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The flu shot's not working. We can't get anybody to take these no more. We even giving them away free at Walgreens. We need something new.
It's crazy.
Boom.
I'm saying people are giving away. They are giving away money,
hard money
and
too.
Trips and all kind of stuff. When
like $1 million somewhere.
When was the last time you saw the government giving away stuff for you to get a shot? Why? Why? Is anybody paying attention? Why are you giving me free stuff to get a shot?
They can't use athletes no more. Nobody's gonna go get the AIDS shot because some basketball player said it.
Well, yeah, and then you can't. I mean, Magic Johnson, come on,
he was playing with us.
He's still alive. He's still alive and kicking it.
Right.
And got HIV when we didn't even know what HIV was. Like, what? What is that? You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, so that was interesting to me. That was interesting, but I digress. I don't want to keep
getting into all that.
Yeah, I don't want to keep just beating a dead horse because it is what it is.
Where we at?
We are time for the Crate It and Hate It.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all know what it is. No, I'm sorry. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. It's time for the Crate It or Hate It. And so if you're an up and coming artist and you got something you want us to play or you want to get you want us to focus on your music, go ahead and send that over to us so you can get an honest review of what we think about how you're moving.
Yeah, and go to our website to do this at www.foodforthesoulmediagroup.com. Press, and then go to Created or Hated and submit your music, or you can email us at foodforthesoulpresents.com for more information.
We have a couple songs for you guys to review tonight. Our good friend PR Kasha Brown wants us to listen to her buddy Mike Rocks. Our first song is going to be Mike Moonwalking.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Gun blaze, hot boy phase. 8-inch thriller made the hot girl sing. No creases in the shoes, that's a black boy thing. Swaggy little dude, that's a Mike Rock thing. Click clack, unlock the thoughts in the back. Remember all the cats used to thunder in the sack. Thick girls or big girls with a little less fat. Big boys or big toys with a little less crap. Bang bang, they always let Killer Man sing. Brianna ain't here, so her voice has gotta ring. George ain't here, so you gotta feel the pain. Abram ain't here, so no running in bang bang bang. They always let Killer Man sing. Brianna ain't here, so her voice has gotta ring. George ain't here, so you gotta feel the pain. George ain't here, so you gotta feel the pain, man.
Mike moonwalking, Mike moonwalking, Mike moonwalking.
Everybody tryna be like Mike, but I'm sliding to the moon, nigga.
Mike moonwalking, Mike moonwalking, Mike moonwalking.
Everybody tryna be like Mike, but I'm sliding to the moon, you niggas trapping and shooting. Yeah,
okay.
She think I'm handsome and groovy. Yeah, she let me rub on that booty. Yeah, she let me
I like it. I really liked it. What did you think about it?
I think that it sounds like music. It sounds like he took like a formula for making hip hop music and like just filled in the blanks with some Mike Rocks.
Okay.
It was nothing unique about it to me. Nice sound, you know, the content's cool. I like that it wasn't no kill music.
Okay.
So I give him that. I give him straight up A's for that. There wasn't no kill music. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that in knowing him or being around him for a little bit, because Mike he's an actor and he's a model and he does music.
Right.
So I didn't know, because from what I remember, I thought he was I could have swore he told me he was on a praise and worship team at one point.
He probably is.
So for the praise and
he's
worship,
that kind of guy where he's just kind of all over, just doing everything.
So then to come with this, I thought that it was a cool move.
Yeah.
I like his style of rap on this particular song. I like his tone, and you know I'm big at tone. Like if you got a certain tone, you can just give me and be like, oh yeah, that's dope, because I'm just in the tone, and I'm in the beats too. But I know the intricacy.
Not really. I just know what sounds like.
Yeah.
You know, unique and what sounds like.
Well, I think that this could go though. Whether it's if it's not
that's
that
what
unique,
I'm saying. It can definitely
it'll
go because it just fits right in the mode of just other music.
Of what's going on? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's go to the next one.
I think y'all gonna be very surprised.
I like the girl in the pretty little thing. She tried to show me that pretty little thing. Beat it up, she had a pretty little frame. Ate the box and I made her type my little name. Make it bust down, I want the money, not the fame. If I put my finger in the booty, it'll change. Never bring a fighter to a shooter in the range. You never knew me if booty couldn't sing. When I come through, bring a bag up. Dick in the bag, make her back up. Go get some money, get your stacks up. Rewind her tits, sit a rack up. I ain't complaining about none of you. I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. You think you know me, but Flo do. You think you know me, but Brooks do. One time for the one time. Mikey Rocks in your ear for the one. One time for the one time. Mikey Rocks in your ear for the one. I ain't complaining about none of you. You ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. You think you know me, but Flo do. You think you know me, but Brooks do. One time. JT in the back, nigga, act up. Doja told me come and pick the cat up. Where Megan at with the knees, baby, please. Give me Kimberly with the bigger
okay, so you was banging to that.
Well, it's got a familiar sound, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So you like that one too?
I think this can definitely go. It has, like I said, it's music. Yeah. It's
his intros. Yeah. His intros seem to be similar, so maybe that's gonna be.
I think that Mike Rocks needs to open up a little more. I know he feels that he's open, but I think that he's the type of guy who's really just trying to make sure he's on looking.
Okay.
Like putting on the image and all that good stuff.
Okay.
As an artist, you don't really have to do all that. You just kind of be, you know. I believe if, like right now, he's probably on a money chase. Okay. And it sounds like by his music, he's a whore too. So he's on a whore chase. So pushing that type of music, you're pretty much going to get that, you know. So I don't know. I think that he can open up a little bit more, be a little bit more dynamic in his expression.
Okay. So you're talking about his lyrics and what he chooses to rap about.
Yeah, because the cadence of this was dope.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that he kind of took and squandered that opportunity to have such a dope cadence.
And then talk about the booty and the booty and all that. Yeah, that was a lot.
He could have taught something there.
Yeah. Okay, I can see it. Well, from on a scale of a 1 to 5, again, as we say, I would give both of the songs. I'm gonna give Mike a 4.
Yeah,
I think he is on the right track.
On the sound, I give you a 6, bro. Straight up.
Like Bobby said, though, open up a little bit and start talking about some different things, you know. But I'm sure him and everybody else out here now that's trying to get put on, they trying to talk about what people want to hear. You know?
Well, you think people want to hear that.
Maybe.
That's the complication. If you really do your real thing, you'll realize there's more people that are more interested in your authentic, you know, expression than they are some putting on to fit a mold.
Okay.
So you don't have to always be so synthetic.
I can see it. So our last thing, we're talking about the movie The Evil Eye. So this is our movie review. We got about 10 more minutes. So this movie review, we saw, this is a 2020 movie actually. And so usually we do stuff that's kind of back in the day, but we were just trying to find something interesting to watch on TV. And we saw this movie and was like, okay, hey, let's watch this. So it is about a superstitious mother who is convinced that her daughter's new boyfriend is the reincarnation of a man who tried to kill her 30 years ago. So the writers, can't even pronounce the name, Madhuri Shankar, and the stars are Sarita Chowdhury, Sunita Mane, and Bernard, what was his last name? Bernard White. And so I thought the movie was good. It was about the Indian culture. And so we don't see a lot of movies.
I loved it.
On anywhere that authentically portrayed that. And they weren't speaking in their native language. They were speaking English. But yeah, I thought it was a good storyline.
Yeah, I thought it was really good, man. I was really appreciative of Jason Blum to take this.
Yeah, the Blumhouse.
You think about what he does. He does a lot of things that just seem a little scarier.
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be scary.
I thought it was gonna be super scary. Just reading Blumhouse, you're like, oh man, it's gonna be kind of freaky, man. I'm gonna turn the lights on and watch this thing, eat the popcorn later. But no, it was good. And I thought he kept the scary stuff to a minimum.
Yeah.
And he tapped in really well to
the story,
to the Indian culture.
Right.
And we got to learn a little bit more about Hinduism and their beliefs.
Right. And so
I liked it.
And so with the Hinduism, with her believing they believe in reincarnation, so it made the story authentic to see that she was like, okay, we believe in reincarnation, so I think this dude is this long lost, you know, person of mine that is out to get me. And so I thought that they did it.
I thought everything would break and she'd cut herself. A lot of little things that just symbolize her complete belief in her superstition.
And that eye. Let's talk about that, because
the evil eye that wards off evil.
Yes.
Right.
So we've been told as believers
I wasn't told
that eye. Well, I was. Right. I was told that is the eye of Horus. I thought is that not the eye of Horus.
The complication with the westernized Christian church is that they've demonized just about everything.
Everything. You're right.
So you got to really just go into your own research.
Okay.
You know.
And so finding out, because I wasn't a big researcher,
right?
Coming from a pastor father, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of was like, okay,
it's not safe for you to research. You better just know this one thing. Like The Secret came out, never know nothing about it.
Yeah, Daddy said this. Okay, that's what we doing. Yeah. But as I got older, of course, I started to research, but I haven't researched a lot of different religions.
Right.
And so with that, finding out that they believe that eye is an all-seeing eye as far as protecting you from evil, and not the all-seeing eye like the third eye. That's not what they believe, right?
Family.
Yeah, it's not what they believe. So that was interesting to see that. But it's a good movie, you guys. So if you guys see that, I think it was on Prime. I want to say it was on Prime. I think it was on Prime. I thought. Yeah, it wasn't Netflix. I think it was Prime.
For sure.
So Evil Eye, good movie, you guys.
Recommend it.
Yes,
sure.
yes, absolutely, you guys. So we are at the end of our show. I thought we was gonna go longer, but we had to tame that Monique situation, because me and Bobby would have been at it this whole entire time.
Yeah.
And so it is time for Yeah, I Said It.
Yeah, I said it.
With Bobby B. Let's go.
Come on, go ahead and drop that beat, please. Yeah. What is this country? How was it founded? Why is it a penalty for using drugs? Why is a penalty for using drugs prison as opposed to a great rehab monitored and ran by people who actually love people, not religious or government institutions, considering they are one and the same? Why can't Monique tell women not to wear bonnets? Mary, go Ray Precious. And worry about you, like for real. You're exactly BLM. Say all the right things, claim to care about black folks with meds and mess, keep that energy whenever when you need a home loan and a business grant. Matter of fact, use all that energy to reset our school department. Sally is good. And for these mascots, let's change the name of the Dallas Cowboys too, considering the original meaning of the name was a derogatory term for a black man who herded cattle. Yeah. We all have these issues. We have issues with something. If you're gonna change your diaper, if you're not gonna change your diaper, stop crying about the shit. Ooh, I was nervous.
Yeah, you were nervous. I don't know why. Rapper Bobby B.
It's the beat.
So next time you send in some beats that you like.
I just rap. I just do it with no beat.
You just do it with. So, why should you care? I'm on one.
Yeah.
The homeless continue to get overlooked while the rich get richer in the country we call land of the free.
Yeah.
Free to do what? When you censor a president, you've just gone too far. This is a leader of our country who can't say or give an opinion about our country. Racism is everywhere, and just as you think your people are with you, the infiltrators rear their ugly heads to let you see the true power play has always been a pacifier. My body is my body. I've been taken care of this long, eating what I want to eat, treating it how I want to treat it, and now some want to take that away. To those still sleep, wake up.
Yeah.
That's it. My beat was better than yours.
Yeah, you did that.
So anyway, tune in every week, Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Vegas Hype Media and on our FB page and YouTube station. Stay tuned in this week and look out for our new weekly show lineup. In the Mix with Kasha Brown is tomorrow. Barber Swag News with my brother, Mook the Barber. Intimate Conversations. I'm talking about some real spicy, steamy stuff, y'all. It's not for your church lady group. Pretty Vision and Weekend Break here on Food for the Soul Media every week. Our show tonight has been sponsored in part by Happy Products and Orlay Worldwide, you guys. And we will see you next week talking about some more stuff.
Let's do it.
Bobby.